Scene 1. The arrival. The shuttle landed with a soft hiss on the cold ground of Outpost 49. Snow blew gently across the landing pad. The sky above was dull and gray, the light barely reaching through the thick clouds. 5 alien soldiers stepped out. Each one belonged to a different species, but they all wore the same armor, black with red lights, marked with the symbol of the Galactic Union. Their leader, Commander Vexil, raised a hand and looked around. "Where is the welcome team?" He asked. No one answered. The outpost was silent. No lights. No sound. No movement. Only the wind. Commander Vexil clicked his communicator. "This is Recon Team 1. We have landed at Outpost 49. No signs of life. Proceeding inside." A cold silence greeted his voice. Scene 2. Entering the ghost base. The metal doors of the outpost creaked open. Inside, the lights flickered. Blood smeared the walls. The scent of smoke, plasma burns, and something worse, death, hung in the air. "This doesn't make sense," whispered Luruk, a small reptilian engineer. "This base had 200 officers just 3 days ago." Commander Vexil moved slowly down the corridor, his weapon ready. A broken datapad lay on the floor. Vexil picked it up and tapped it. The screen turned on. A shaky video began to play. Scene 3. The footage. The video showed a hallway, but it looked different. It was full of life. Soldiers walked by talking. Engineers worked. On panels, a medical droid passed. Then. The alarm sounded, red lights flashed. A voice. "Breached. Unknown hostile detected." Screams followed, gunfire, explosions. The camera turned quickly. Just a blur and then stopped. A figure stood at the end of the hallway. Humanoid, tall, broad, covered in smoke and blood. He walked slowly, like nothing around him mattered. Soldiers fired at him, but he kept walking. He didn't run, he didn't hide. He didn't stop. The camera zoomed in. Scene 4. Reaction of the team. "No, that's impossible," whispered Vexil. "Humans are extinct," said Luruk. "They were wiped out over 100 cycles ago." "Maybe just a myth," added Kryn, the insectoid sniper. "Then explain that," said Vexil, pointing at the screen. The human had reached the camera in the video. His face was bruised, one eye swollen, nose bleeding. His skin was pale, his eyes dark, yet he looked directly into the camera. He spoke one word: "Run." Then the screen went black. Scene 5. Deeper inside. The team moved deeper into the base. The silence was thick now. Every sound echoed. "Scans picking up life signs?" Vexil asked. "Only one," said Luruk. "Far level. Near the reactor. One? Could be wounded," Vexil said. "Could be him," Kryn replied coldly. "They found a blast door melted open by hand. The edges were burned, not by weapons, but something else. The walls nearby were clawed, deep marks left in steel." "This was no animal," said Vexil. Scene 6. The last survivor, in the command center. A survivor lay on the floor. An alien lieutenant, barely alive. His legs crushed under debris. Double quotes. "Help. And need. Double quotes. He gasped. Xil knelt beside him. "What happened here?" The lieutenant coughed blood. We locked him in. Thought he'd die, but he didn't." "Who?" Vexil asked. The alien's eyes widened in terror. "Deathworlder. Human. We tried to kill him, but he is still hunting us. Where is he now?" The lieutenant shivered. "He's the base now." "Then he died." Scene 7. A message. Luruk accessed the terminal. "There's a recorded message in the system. Dated 2 days ago." "Play it," Vexil ordered. The screen lit up. The same human appeared. Calm, dirty, sitting in a chair. He stared at the camera. "Message. I know you're watching this. Maybe you're the rescue team. Maybe you're another army. Doesn't matter. They called this Outpost 49. To me, it's just another graveyard. I didn't ask to come here. They put me in a box, labeled me a weapon, dropped me like a tool. But now, you're all part of it. You came to hunt me. You brought numbers, weapons, ships. He smiled coldly. Should have brought more. He leaned closer. Because I'm not from your world. I'm from a place your kind couldn't survive a day in. I come from Deathworld 7. Earth. The screen flickered. End of message. Scene 8. Trapped. Suddenly, the doors slammed shut behind them. Emergency lights turned red. Krin raised her weapon. We're not alone. Metal creaked. Footsteps echoed above them. Slow. Heavy, one by one. The ceiling lights shattered. Darkness. Scene 9. The whisper. From the shadows a voice came. You should have stayed away. Vexel turned. Show yourself. Silence. Then movement. A blur. Krin fired too slow. A blade flashed. She fell. Luruk screamed. Plasma sparked. The wall exploded. Smoke everywhere. VVXIL grabbed Luruk. Run. They ran down the hall, lights flashing behind them. Krin was gone. Scene 10. The realization. In the escape room, Vexel sealed the door. Luruk trembled. What is he? Vexel stared at the monitor. The human appeared again, walking slowly toward the camera. He wasn't even running, just walking. Confident. No fear. No mercy. Outnumbered. But hunting them like they were prey. Vexel's hand shook. This isn't a soldier, he whispered. This is something else. Closing voiceover. Narration. Narrator, deep tone. They thought humanity was gone. They thought Deathworld 7 was a myth. But they were wrong. He survived, and he remembers. Now the galaxy will learn what it means to fear again, because he is not the last of his kind. He's the first sign of their end. Scene 1. Galactic Command Chamber. Far from Outpost 49. Deep in the heart of the Galactic Union, an emergency meeting was called. A wide chamber filled with alien leaders. Dozens of species sat in circles, some with tentacles, some with scales, some with metal skin. A large screen floated above them, showing a paused video of the human from Part 1. Impossible, said a tall silver-skinned senator. Humans were destroyed. We confirmed it. A shadowed figure at the head of the room spoke. High Chancellor Velrix. Then tell me, he said coldly. What is this? He pressed a button. The video played again. The human's voice echoed in the chamber. Should have brought more. Scene 2. Classified archive access. An old alien scholar, Archivist Thren, was called in. He stepped forward, old and slow, holding a thick data tablet. I warned you, he said. But no one listened. A young officer scoffed. Warned? You was about what? The Deathworld myth. Thren tapped the tablet. A hologram of Earth appeared, rotating in 3D. A planet that should not have created life. Toxic air, wild weather, extreme gravity, predators at every level of the food chain. Yet from this nightmare, came humans. Scene 3. Earth. Flashback begins. Scene shifts to Earth. 120 years earlier. Thunder, volcanic eruptions, giant storms. And in the middle of it, cities. Human cities. They fought the planet. And one. Not by hiding, but by adapting. We see a young boy, maybe 10 years old. Dirty face. Torn clothes. Watching fire fall from the sky as alien ships destroy his home. This is him, the same man from Part 1. His name is not revealed yet. He watches as his mother is taken. His city is burned. His people screamed out. He survives, barely. Scene 4. Project. Revenant. Back to the Galactic Archive. Archivist Thren continues. Some humans were taken as test subjects. Weapons, really. Only one survived the process. Subject designation, Revenant. The room grows quiet. Wait, said a general. Are you saying the man at Outpost 49 is him? He's not a soldier, Thren said, "He's a memory, a weapon with no off switch. A survivor who remembers what your armies did to his world." Scene 5, the humans flashback, inside a dark lab. The boy is strapped to a table. Scientists, alien and machine. Run tests, they inject him. Cut him. Break bones and rebuild them. Years pass. He stops screaming. He stops crying. He learns to control pain. He learns to watch. He learns silence. One day, a scientist says, he's ready. They hand him a weapon. He doesn't take it. He breaks it. And builds his own. Scene 6, return to Outpost 49. Back to Outpost 49. Commander Vexel and Luruk are hiding in a locked medbay. The lights flicker. Luruk speaks softly. He's not just hunting us. He's studying us. Vexel breathes heavily. This isn't a war. It's punishment. Suddenly, the wall screen comes alive. The human appears, calm, looking directly into the camera. Message: "You still think I'm the enemy? You're wrong. You are. You think I forgot your ships above my city, the fire, the screams. I remember. You made me in your lab. You tried to break me, but instead, you gave me purpose." His eyes grow cold. "I am the last human, but I don't want peace. I want you to know fear." Screen cuts. Scene 7, the whisper of the past. Back in the Galactic Chamber. High Chancellor Velric speaks. "We need to capture him." Another senator replies, "We tried. 3 squads are gone." "He's only one," says a robot commander. "No," Archivist Thren says, shaking his head. "He is all of them, every lost human. Every war you started. Every scream Earth gave. Before dying." A long silence. Then the Chancellor speaks. Then it's simple. "We erase him." Scene 8. The hunter becomes the ghost. Outpost 49. Night. Vexel and Luruk try to move through the base quietly. But something's wrong. The cameras don't work. The power drops. The gravity changes. "This isn't natural," Luruk whispers. "He's controlling the base." "No," Vexel says. "He is the base." The lights shut off. A low hum echoes through the hall. Then the whisper. "I'm still watching." Scene 9. Luruk's fate. They run. But Luruk falls behind. He turns and sees him. The human. No armor. Just worn clothes, fists clenched, eyes full of fire. "Please." Luruk begs. The human stops, looks at him. Then walks away. Vexel helps Luruk up. "He let me live," Luruk says, shaking. "Why?" Vexel doesn't answer, but we see the human watching through a vent, silent, judging. Scene 10. Ending hook. A new target. Back in the Galactic Chamber, a signal comes in. "Sir," an officer says to Velrix, "We've received a new message." "From who?" From him. The message plays. Just 4 words. "I'm coming for you." The screen shows a star map. Zooms in. Target: the galactic capital. Panic. Closing voiceover narration. Narrator: deep tone. "He came from the planet no one believed could give life. Raised in pain. Forged in silence. Released in vengeance. The Deathworld myth was never a myth. And now the galaxy's worst fear is awake." Scene 1. Galactic Union Military Command War Room. Bright lights. Holograms floating in the air. Red lines move across star maps showing Outpost 49 and surrounding systems. Admiral Kale of the Galactic Union slams a metal fist on the table. He's "One man. One. And you're telling me he wiped out 3 squads?" "Yes, Admiral," a soldier replies nervously. "They were highly trained. They never stood a chance." The Admiral glares. "Fine. Then we send the first wave." Silence in the room, sir? The officer asks. Kale nods slowly. 1,000 elite warriors. Drop him on Outpost 49. Surround him. No mistakes. I want that human's head. Scene 2. In orbit above Outpost 49. 10 massive troop ships arrive in orbit. Each ship carries 100 soldiers from different planets, mechanical troopers, plasma, archers, beast-like warriors, and exosuit fighters. Inside one of the dropships, a young alien soldier, Tarn, sits in silence. He whispers, "They say he was made in a lab. That he doesn't sleep, doesn't stop." Another soldier laughs. "Come on, Tarn, he's just a man." A grizzled commander turns his head. "No, he's a ghost from a dead world. Keep your guard up." Scene 3. The drop begins. Sirens blare. Red. Lights spin inside the ship. Prepare for drop in 10 seconds. Soldiers lock their gear, tighten armor, and load weapons. The drop bay doors open, revealing the cold, dark atmosphere below. The voice of their commander echoes through the comms. "Don't underestimate him. Surround. Attack. No warning shots. We strike hard. We strike fast. Drop." Thousands of pods shoot down to the outpost like meteors. Scene 4. Empty grounds. The soldiers land across the base. Formation tight. Weapons ready, but something feels wrong. Area clear. One squad reports. "Negative contact," says another. Commander Rexel, leading the ground assault, looks at his scanner. "Why is there no movement? Not even our dead." Teams? Suddenly, one soldier finds a message carved into a wall. 4 words. "You brought more. Good." Scene 5. The first strike. Squad. Beta moves through a hallway. Silent. Weapons raised. A low sound comes from a vent. One soldier checks it. Too late. The human drops from above. Fast. Silent. In less than 5 seconds. The entire squad is down. No gunfire. Just impact. Blood. Then silence again. Scene 6. Panic spreads. Squad Beta is offline. Squad Gamma no response. Delta team down. Commander Rexel yells, "Fall back to rally point. Regroup now." But they can't. The halls change. The lights flicker. Gravity shifts. The base is fighting them. "He's controlling the outpost," whispers Tarn. "No," another soldier says, shaking. "He is the outpost." Scene 7. The Deathworld mindset. Flashback. Earth. Decades ago, the human young, lean, dirty is chased by machines in a burning city. He hides in rubble, waits. One mistake, one sound. He would have died. But he waits, listens, strikes only when sure. Back to present. This is not rage. Not madness. It's strategy. From a place where only the strongest survive. From a planet where everything tries to kill you from birth. Scene 8. 1 versus 100. Outside Hangar Bay 3, 100 soldiers. Gather. Tarn is among them. Suddenly, from the smoke, the human walks out. Alone. No armor. Just a dark, tattered coat. Cold eyes. The soldiers. "Aim. Stand down." Their leader shouts. The human keeps walking. He stops 20 meters away, lifts his hand and gestures. "Come." Half the squad charges. In under 30 seconds. He breaks them. One man. No weapons. Just hands. Scene 9. Tarn's choice. Tarn watches. Shaking. Scared. His commander yells, "Shoot him." Tarn hesitates. He looks at the human. The human looks back. Doesn't move. Doesn't fear. Just watches. Tarn lowers his weapon. I think we're the bad guys," he whispers. His commander turns. "What did you say?" But before he can answer, a scream. Their last cannon unit explodes from the inside. The human is gone again. Scene 10. The ghost walks alone. Commander Rexel and Admiral Kale speak through video link. "Abort the mission." Kale shouts. "We can't," Rexel replies. "He's jammed communications, and he's inside the command core now." Kale's face turns pale. He's killing 1,000 soldiers alone. Rexel looks down. No, he's making an example. Scene 11. Personal message at the command center. A surviving officer finds a terminal blinking. It autoplays a video. The human again. Message. You sent 1,000. I offered mercy. You answered with fire. You call me a monster, a mistake, a myth, but I remember Earth, my mother's eyes, my father's voice. You took that and made me into this. He stares directly into the camera. I don't want revenge. I want you to understand. Then he whispers, I am not alone. Scene 12, end of the first wave, only 12. Soldiers survive the night. The rest gone, dead, missing, broken. Commander Rexel among the dead. Tarn lives. Hiding. The sky turns gray as drop. Ships arrive to evacuate the few survivors. Kale watches the report, shaking his head. 1,000 to 1, he says, and we lost. Ending narration. Deep voiceover. Narrator, deep tone. The galaxy sent its strongest. They brought armies, machines, strategy. But they forgot one thing. Deathworlds don't make heroes. They make survivors. And survivors don't lose. Wait, they plan. They strike. He was outnumbered 1,000 to 1. But he wasn't just a man. He was from Earth. He was from a death world. Scene 1, Medical Bay, Galactic Ship Valor's Reach. Tarn lies on a steel bed, covered in wounds. The room is silent, cold. Doctors move around him, whispering. He's one of the few survivors. Lucky? No, marked. A general enters. Tall, pale, cold eyes. General Cyros. He walks to Tarn and stares. You saw him. Cyros says flatly. Tarn stays silent. You fought him. Tarn's eyes tremble. I didn't fight, he says. I watched and prayed. Scene 2, memory fragments. Flashes in Tarn's mind. The human breaking through walls. The silence before an ambush. The way he looked. Straight into Tarn's soul. No hate. No rage. Just judgment. You think he's a soldier? Cyros asks. Tarn whispers. No, he's a message. And we don't understand it yet. Scene 3, Galactic Union Intelligence Room. Back on the capital planet Urion Prime Chancellor. Velrix and Admiral Kale review footage, drone clips, body cams. Static, blood, chaos. He's a one-man extinction event. Kale says. Velrix nods. But he's not the threat I fear most now. Kale looks confused. Then Velrix presses a button. A profile appears on screen. Tarn Veloran. Keep your eyes on the survivor, Velrix says. Sometimes, the real enemy gets in without breaking the door. Scene 4. Tarn's return to society. Tarn is discharged. Given medals. A hero's welcome. Crowds cheer. But he doesn't smile. In his quarters, he stares out the window. Sees lights, towers, clean cities. Then flashes, Earth burning, Outpost 49. In flames, the human's voice echoing in his mind. I am not alone. Scene 5, civilian doubts. In bars and marketplaces across the capital, rumors spread. Did you hear? 1,000 soldiers died. Fighting one man. That's a lie. No, I saw a vid. He walked into plasma fire and kept moving. Some fear him, some admire him, and some want to join him. Tarn listens quietly. And begins to wonder. Scene 6. Deep inside the Union labs, back in a secret research facility, scientists argue, we must rebuild the Revenant project. We don't even know how he survived. Then we copy the one thing we know: he has Earth DNA. Chancellor Velrix enters. We won't fight the Deathworlder with science. He turns to a shadowed cage. We'll fight him with something worse. Inside the cage, a twisted hybrid, part human, part machine. It opens one red eye. Scene 7, Tarn's breaking point. Tarn visits the Archives of Earth, a hidden museum, mostly destroyed. Old footage plays. Human children, oceans, cities, music. A small girl asks her mother, what happened to them? The mother replies, they were too violent to survive. Tarn clenches his fist. No, he mutters, they were too strong. And you feared them. He looks at an old Earth flag. I need to know what they really were. Scene 8. A message. From the shadows that night, Tarn returns home, finds his terminal blinking. A message. We see you. He opens it. It's a video. The human recorded days ago. Message. You didn't fire. You didn't run. You wondered. You saw what they made me become, and what I refuse to become. Ask yourself, who is more dangerous? Me, or the people who tried to control the Deathworld? Final line. You don't need to join me. Just don't stand in my way. Scene 9. The spy uncovered. Next day, Tarn is arrested, dragged into an underground prison. General Cyrus slams him against a wall. You've been communicating with a terrorist. He's not a terrorist, Tarn screams. He's a survivor. When you created, Cyrus hits him. You're infected, he says. The Deathworld changed you. Tarn spits blood. No, it woke me up. Scene 10. The true enemy. In a quiet room, Chancellor Velrix and Kale meet. Kale, he'll come here next. Velrix, let him. We're ready. He opens a door to a dark lab. Inside, dozens of clones. Deathworld hybrids. Cyborgs. They wanted monsters? Velrix whispers. Let's give them one. Scene 11. Breakout. Tarn, bloody but alive, breaks free from prison, helped by a group of silent civilians, masked, organized. Who are you? Tarn asks. A woman removes her mask. I'm from Earth, a real one, hidden colony. Tarn gasps. You survived? She nods, and now we're rising. Scene 12. The enemy within. As ships take off in the night, one message is broadcast from deep space. I was never alone. And now, neither are they. Back on Urion Prime, alarms scream. Radar show multiple signals entering the system, not ships. Pods. Old Earth tech. Rusty, scarred, but very, very real. Ending narration. Deep voiceover. Narrator, deep tone. They tried to destroy Earth, but Earth didn't need saving. It needed remembering. The real weapon was never just one man. It was an idea. A memory. A spark. And now, the fire spreads. The enemy was never just outside. It was within. Scene 1. Deep space. Unregistered sector 43A. Blackness. Then dash movement. A. Fleet of old ships drifts slowly. No flags. No transponders. But all eyes are watching. Inside one of the ships, a man looks out the cracked window. His face scarred. His eyes sharp. He presses a button. Broadcast to all systems. His voice calm and cold. This is the last son of Earth. We are not gone. We are not dead. We are awake. Scene 2. Galactic Union Emergency Council. Sirens blare across the capital. Emergency meeting in session. Screens show the Earth fleet. Most ships are ancient, damaged, but powerful. Chancellor Velrix speaks to the council. They survived. Earth did not die. It hid. Kale stands beside him. We must strike now, before they spread. A few alien delegates protest. We exiled Earth, not destroyed it. What if they just want peace? Velrix slams his fist. Then why are they sending warriors? Scene 3. Tarn in hiding. Tarn, wounded but alive, hides in the slums of Urion Prime. He meets a woman again. Earth-born rebel from Part 4. Her name is Raya. She brings him food and news. The broadcasts work. Civilians are questioning everything. And the Earth fleet? Tarn asks. Raya smiles. They call it the Ash Fleet. Because, he asks, they came from the ashes. And they're here to remind the galaxy fire still burns. Scene 4. The Forgotten Colony. Flashback. Years ago. A secret colony in a distant system. Humans living in caves. Ships turned to homes. Children training, studying, preparing. A voiceover plays. They thought we'd vanish, that we'd die in silence. But Earth taught us when everything is taken, you survive. Back to present. The human leader from part 1 walks down a hallway. Others bow their heads as he passes. He enters a chamber and kneels before a dusty box. He opens it. Inside, a small piece of blue cloth burnt at the edges. An Earth flag. Time to raise it again. Scene 5. Inside the enemy's lab, General Cyros stands in a cold lab. Scientists work on strange machines. He approaches the hybrid cage from part 4. Is it ready? The creature inside growls. Metal skin, half-human face, glowing eyes. The scientist nods. We call it Unit V13, built from Deathworld, DNA. And your best tech? Cyros smiles. Then let's see if their ghost can bleed. Scene 6. Open war begins. The Ash fleet moves closer. Galactic Union sends interceptors. First contact. A battle near the outer ring of satellites. The Union attacks first, but Earth tech is fast. Brutal, old school. Bullets, missiles, lasers. Voice on the Union ship yells. They're using outdated weapons. Then why are we losing? 3 Union cruisers explode. Ash fleet loses none. Then silence. 1. Earth soldier sends a single message. We didn't come to talk. Scene 7. Public shock and support. *** news channels across the galaxy broadcast the event. Earth fleet defeats Union ships with 100-year-old tech. Is Earth the true victim? People begin protesting. Placards read, Earth deserved justice. Bring back the Deathworlders. Velric sees the footage. His face darkens. They're winning. Hearts, he whispers to Cyros. Then we destroy minds. Scene 8. Tarn's broadcast. Tarn, in a secret room, sends a message across hidden frequencies. I was told Earth died. But it didn't. It endured. We were lied to. He looks into the camera. They say Earth people are monsters, but I saw a man stand alone against 1,000 and he showed restraint. Can the Union say the same? The message goes viral. Scene 9. The duel setup. Cyros challenges the Earth leader to a public duel. He broadcasts. 1. Warrior versus one of ours. Settle it. The human replies simply, accepted. Location. An abandoned planet called KASTOR-9. Old war zone. Empty. Ruins everywhere. Scene 10. Castor 9. The showdown begins. ***. Union sends ships. Cameras. War reporters. Ash fleet sends only 1 ship. 1 man walks out. Same man from part 1. Dust rises around him as he enters the arena. SYRO sends in Unit V13. The hybrid. Monster, huge, armored, deadly. Spectators from 100 planets watch live. Human versus hybrid. Deathworld versus lab experiment. Scene 11. Fight of legends. ***V13 charges. The human moves like shadow. They clash fist versus blade. Bone versus steel. For minutes, it's even. Then V13 punches the human through a wall. Silence. But then the human stands, wipes blood from his mouth. That all you've got? The crowd watching erupts in shock. He doesn't win with strength. He wins with focus. Survival. Patience. He lures V13 into an energy trap. Shuts it down. V13 screams. Then silence. Victory. Scene 12. Aftermath and revelation. Velrix's plan fails. Crowds now cheer for the Earthman. Raya, watching from a rooftop, smiles. Tarn watches beside her. He's not just a warrior, Tarn says. He's a symbol. Do you know his name? She asks. Tarn shakes his head. No one does. Cut to the man, sitting alone. Camera zooms in. He speaks softly. My name is Commander Roran Vale. I was born on Earth, and I'm here to finish what they started. Ending narration. Deep voiceover. Narrator. They erased Earth from maps, burned its history, lied to the galaxy, But fire leaves ashes, and ashes remember. Now, Earth remembers too. The Deathworlders have returned. Scene 1. Galactic Union Central Command, Urian Prime. The room is tense. Alarms beep. Maps flicker. Ships are falling back. Chancellor Velric stands with his generals. We underestimated him. Admiral Kale replies, it's not just him anymore. He shows a HOLO-map. 12 sectors in open rebellion. Some planets raise the Earth. Flag. Others refuse to fight the Ash Fleet. The Union is breaking. Velric clenches his fists. Then let's break them first. Scene 2. Earth Fleet. Council, Hidden Warship Exodus. Commander Roran Vale stands before his people. Behind him, holograms of captured Union data. The people are waking up. We've shown them the truth. One captain steps forward, but we still don't have the firepower for a full invasion. Raya, the Earthborn rebel, smiles. Then we take what we need. She points to the map. Union Fortress, Silex Station, weapon cache, star drives. Broadcast relays. Vale nods. We hit them where it hurts. Scene 3. Tarn's Turning Point. Tarn hides in the lower districts of Urian Prime. He meets with civilians, doctors, students. They whisper of rebellion. One young alien says, "You saw him. Is it true?" Tarn looks away. He didn't want war. He just wanted to be left alone. Another asks, "Why didn't we?" Tarn raises his head slowly. Because the Union doesn't understand peace, only power. Scene 4. Silex Station Heist. The Ash Fleet appears over Silex Station. Surprise attack. Small. Fast drop pods. Commander Vale leads from the front. The battle is tight. Brutal. Union guards fire everywhere. But Earth soldiers move like ghosts. They use old tactics. Guerrilla warfare. No AI. By the time the Union sends reinforcements. Silex Station is already under Earth control. Scene 5. The broadcast that shakes the stars. Vale activates the relay at Silex. He speaks live to the galaxy. His voice is clear, strong. You were lied to. Earth never started the war. They feared us. So they erased us. He shows footage, classified files from Union archives. Civilians tortured. Colonies bombed. Truth hidden. We don't want your planets. We don't want revenge. We want the truth to live. Billions watch. Some cry. Some cheer. Some rise. Scene 6. Velric unleashes the Forbidden's weapon. Back in the Union labs, General Cyros watches in silence. Chancellor Velric enters the chamber. Inside is a dark pod. Glowing red. Activate it. Cyros hesitates. It's unstable. Velric doesn't care. Let them see what real fear is. The pod opens. A monster walks out. Not cyberneti. Not human. A bioengineered Deathworlder clone. Grown from Earth DNA. Modified, mindless. It roars and planets tremble. Scene 7. Earth's first real defeat. The clone is sent to Aurelia X, a colony that just joined Earth's cause. It wipes out everything in minutes. Even Earth tech can't stop it. Vale watches the footage, his face hard. They're copying us, turning our blood into weapons. Rhea says quietly, now we know what they fear. Scene 8. Tarn joins the fight. Tarn contacts Vale directly. Through a secure channel. Vale is surprised. I thought you'd stay out of this. Tarn shakes his head. You were right. I saw too much. I stayed silent too long. Now I want to help end this. Vale studies him. Then nods. Then let's burn the lies down together. Scene 9. Final plan begins. The Ash Fleet launches a new mission. Operation Black Wake. Their goal? Union command on Urian Prime. But it's suicide. Vale knows that. He still goes. Tarn provides insider maps. Weak points. Raya leads ground teams. Vale says one last thing before launch. If we fall, let it be in truth. If we rise, let it be for all. Scene 10, assault on the capital, thousands descend, explosions across Urion. Prime. Earth fighters dodge plasma blasts. Raya disables defense towers. Tarn hacks inner gates. Inside the command chamber, Vale confronts Velrix. Velrix sneers. You think this matters? The Union will rise again. Vale steps forward. Then I'll bring it down again. He throws a pulse grenade. Everything goes dark. Scene 11, the people choose. Asterisk, asterisk. As systems go offline, a message is broadcast one last time. Vale's face. This is the truth. He plays one final video. Earth's destruction from the Union's archives. Billions across the stars now know. Crowds storm Union outposts. Flags fall. Some soldiers lay down arms. Some join Earth. The Union begins to collapse. Scene 12, ending scene. Quiet before the storm. On a quiet hill outside the ruined capital, Vale sits alone. Raya joins him. So does Tarn. They stare at the sky. Raya says, "It's over." Vale replies, "No, this part is." Tarn looks confused. "What's left?" Vale answers, "Finding the rest of us." He points to the stars. Earth had many children, and I don't think we're the only ones left. Ending narration, deep voiceover, narrator. The Union fell by its own hand. Truth rose like flame from ash and earth. Earth was never just a planet. It was a promise, a warning, a beginning. And now, the stars will remember. Scene 1, wars end, but not peace. The Galactic Union is gone. Its flags burn. Its cities are silent. But the stars are still wide. The Ash fleet drifts above the ruins of Urion Prime. Commander Roran Vale walks alone through the remains of a Union war room. Raya appears behind him. "You should rest." Vale shakes his head. "It's not over." He points to a star map. Dozens of red dots, lost Earth colonies. Scattered, forgotten, silent. They were abandoned when Earth was erased. Some may still be alive. Raya studies the map, and if they're not friendly, Vale turns to her. We remind them who they are. Scene 2, Project Echo, forgotten experiments. Meanwhile, deep in Union archive files, Tarn uncovers something buried. A black file named Project Echo. He opens it slowly. Images of children, born on far colonies, raised by Union science, tested for survival. Some were never told they were human. They turned colonies into labs. He whispers. Then gasps. One face matches a recent attack report. Oh no. Scene 3, the first lost colony, Arkan 7. The Ash fleet approaches Arkan 7, a dead-looking planet. No signals. No cities. But strange energy readings. Vale leads a small scout team. They land in silence. Ruins everywhere. Burnt trees. Cracked soil. Then movement. A child, barefoot, eyes glowing faintly. She stares at them and says, "Earth?" Then faints. Scene 4, survivors or experiments. They find a hidden community underground. Hundreds of humans, but they're changed. Eyes adapted to darkness. Skin thick like armor. Voices soft, almost broken. Their leader, an old man, speaks to Vale. We were told Earth was a lie. Vale sits across from him. It wasn't. I'm from there. The old man nods. Then, why did you come? Vale answers simply. To bring you home. Scene 5. But not all want to be found. In the shadows of another star system, someone watches, a commander of a rogue colony. She stares at the broadcast from Silex. Earth lives. But instead of joy, there is anger. They left us to die. She turns to her soldiers. Prepare the fleet. If Earth comes near us, we strike first. Scene 6, a message in the dark, back on the Ash Fleet flagship. Tarn shows Vale a recording, from a hidden source, a woman's voice. Project Echo is not done. Some colonies are not lost. They were weaponized. Vale tightens his fist. Then we don't go as heroes. We go as family ready for anything. Scene 7, Second Colony, Draction Prime. Draction Prime orbits a black sun. The colony there is heavily defended. Auto turrets fire before the Ash team even lands. Vale signals peace. But no answer comes. So they land anyway, underground. They find the people live like machines. Everything is scheduled. No laughter. No music. Just order. Their leader is Commander Sale, a former Earth officer believed dead. He sees Vale. You should not have come. We are not Earth anymore. Vale says quietly, Earth is not a place, it's a fight, a choice. Sale replies, and we chose control. Vale sighs, then you're no longer human. Scene 8, Dangerous Divide. Sale offers a deal. Leave us be, or we show the stars how Earth eats itself. Vale returns to his ship. Torn. Raya asks, will we fight them? Vale looks away. Only if they strike first. Scene 9, Seeds of Rebellion again, inside Draction Prime. Not all follow Sale blindly, some whisper in shadows. A woman sends a message to the Ash Fleet. Help us. We remember Earth. We want to feel human again. Scene 10, Trapped in the Past. Vale sits alone in his quarters. He holds a photo. A group of Earth cadets. Smiling. One of them, Sale. When they were brothers, Vale whispers, you buried your heart to survive. But I never will. Scene 11, Final Colony Signal. Tarn rushes into the command room. We found it. He shows the last dot on the map blinking red. Colony Theta 1, no records. No known location. Raya leans in. That's, in the dead zone. The dead zone. A starless space. Black, no return. Vale says softly, then that's where we go next. Scene 12, Ending Buildup. Ash. Fleet prepares to enter the dead zone. Whispers fly. Some say it's cursed. Some say Earth's greatest failure lies there. As the ships vanish into blackness, Vale's voice plays. If Earth's fire survived, there, we will find it. If it died, we'll light it again. Ending narration. Deep voiceover. Narrator. You can erase a name. Destroy a flag. Burn the soil, but you can't erase memory, and you can't destroy hope. Not when it walks in flesh, not when it speaks with fire. Earth is not done, and neither is he. Scene 1, Entering the dead zone. The Ash Fleet moves into blackness. No stars. No signals. Nothing but dark. Commander Vale watches from the bridge. Colony Theta 1 is here. Somewhere. Raya looks uneasy. This place. It feels wrong. The fleet's lights flicker. Static crackles. Then, a signal. Heartbeat. Faint. Human. Vale whispers. They're alive. Scene 2, Descent into the Unknown. Scouts drop to a nearby planet. Black stone. Red sky. It's alive but silent. No plants. No wind. Just ruins of human buildings, buried. Under time. Vale leads the ground team. They enter a huge gate. Above it, faded words. Project Phoenix. Scene 3, The colony that survived everything, inside the ruins. They find them, humans, real. Tall, pale, tough eyes that glow in low light. They stare at Vale. Silent, calm. Then one speaks. You came back. Vale steps forward. We never stopped looking. An elder appears. He wears Earth's ancient crest. We didn't survive. We evolved. Scene 4, What they became. The elder explains. After Earth fell, Colony Theta 1 was cut off. No help. No power. No contact. So they changed. They used Deathworld genetics, adapted, hardened. Some even became part machine to survive. Vale asks, do you still feel human? The elder answers, we remember Earth. That is enough. Scene 5, The Last Secret of Earth. Deep underground. They show Vale something hidden. A vault. Inside. ACRYO-pod. A human. Inside it, sleeping. The last original Earth general, unaged, protected. Legend. Vale stares, shocked. That's General Lyra Kane. She died before Earth fell. The elder nods. She ordered herself frozen, said the galaxy would need her when it lost its way. Scene 6. Wake the legend. They wake her. The pod hisses. The general opens her eyes slowly, looks around, sees Vale, sees the armor. How long has it been? Vale whispers. Over 200 years. Earth is gone. The Union is gone. But we're still here. She sits up, smiles weakly. Then the mission is still alive. Scene 7. A new war brews. Asterisk. Suddenly alarms. Draxion. Prime's fleet appears at the edge of the dead zone. Commander Sale has come. We warned you not to bring Earth back. Vale steps outside the ruins. You lost your soul, Sale, but you don't speak for all of us. Scene 8. The final battle begins. Draxion fires first. Ashfleet responds. In the skies of the Deathworld. Fire rains. Thunder breaks. Raya leads a ground defense. Tarn disables enemy AI systems. Vale and Sale clash face to face on a burning cliff. Scene 9. Old brothers, final blades. They fight hand to hand. Fists. Blades, blood. Vale shouts. You were family. Sale growls. You were weak. Vale knocks him down. Then weakness won. He walks away, doesn't kill him, leaves him to face truth. Scene 10. The ash rises again. Draxion fleet retreats. Ash soldiers raise Earth symbol high. The people of Theta 1 kneel, not in fear, but in recognition. Vale stands before them. You are Earth. You always were. General Lyra Kane steps forward, looks at the stars. Then it's time to stop hiding. Scene 11. One last broadcast. Earth's signal returns to the stars. Lyra speaks. This is General Kane of Earth. We survived. We remember. To all lost colonies, to all who were lied to all who fear the stars, Earth is no longer silent. Billions hear her. The galaxy shifts. Scene 12. Closing scene. The fire spreads. Vale, Raya, Tarn, and Lyra stand together. On the mountain. They watch the stars. One by one, new signals light up. Lost colonies respond. Some happy, some warning, some unknown. Lyra says, we won a war. But now we build a future. Vale smiles. One planet at a time. Final narration. Voiceover, narrator. They tried to kill a planet. They tried to erase a people. But Earth became more than soil. It became a spark. And now that spark is a fire. Earth is reborn. Final teaser, post-credit scene. In deep space, a new signal appears. Unknown coordinates, distorted voice. Earth, if you're hearing this, we need help. They've changed, not human anymore. Signal ends. Black screen. Text fades in. HFY, legacy coming soon.